Hello, my marvellous sausages! I've been playing Ark Raiders over this server slam weekend. Now, the servers are now off. The game is going to go live on the 30th of October. And it raised a question in my head, should you buy Ark Raiders? Now, I've never really liked extraction shooters. At least not enough to put any serious time into them, you know? I've always been put off by the lose everything aspect of it. You go in, you spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes gathering stuff, and then try to leave before the timer counts down, only for some total git to shoot you from behind, rifle through your belongings in your pockets, then skip merrily off. So I always found that a little bit off-putting. So for a game of this type to get me interested in it, it has to have a hook. Maybe an art style, or an intriguing story, or the gameplay loop, or anything, really, you know, to pull me in. There's that very famous one, Escape from Tarkov. I've always quite liked the look of it, but it's just put me off because it seems, well, it's notoriously hardcore extraction shooter, and it's going to take me an age to get anywhere in it. Do you know what I mean? So it can get a bit soul destroying, so I haven't really tried it. But Ark Raiders, when I first saw Ark Raiders, the thing that grabbed me about it, right, was the aesthetic, how it actually looked. I loved the logo for kickoff, because it had that really strong 80s vibe, almost with like a Spectrum kind of look. But it is a Spectrum. Do you know what I mean? I just loved the look of that. That's the first thing that got me looking at it. And then I looked at a few things and I really enjoyed the world itself, because it's open and bright. I mean, there are dark areas in the world when you play it, but it's not like a gloomy, dark, miserable kind of feel to it. It felt open and outside, and at my age in life, it's quite nice to have that open outdoor feeling. So I really, really enjoyed that part of it too. The buildings, the way it looked, they were dilapidated, certainly, but they weren't smashed down to the ground, you know? You weren't siphoning your way, or not siphoning, you weren't sort of picking your way through loads of rubble or anything like that. These buildings had, they were strong, they were definite, they had flaws in them, they had small, dark areas within them, certainly, but they all have their own kind of personality and their characters. Now, I've been playing this twice. I played it in May, when they had, like, this big tech test, and then I've also just recently had the Server Slam, which is kind of the one I'm going to be talking about. There was only one map, it was the Dam, but the maps are big enough to feel like there's plenty of places to explore, but they're also small enough not to make you feel like you can't effectively get around one, or at least do a big part of it within the 30 minutes that you have in the map to get gear and to get extracted. So all of that stuff I did like. Then also about the aesthetic, it's got a Star Wars vibe to it. Now, I don't mean an Imperial vibe, you know, clean, cut, sharp, shiny. It's got a Tatooine vibe. So it's kind of crusty, dirty, but cool looking tech. The weapons are certainly rooted in kind of, well, our age weaponry, really. Maybe even a little bit earlier, but they've got that sci-fi edge to them. And they've also got that, well, they got that Star Wars Tatooine aesthetic, which I do really like. And playing the Dam map, which was like a dusty, sandy kind of one, really helped to create that atmosphere too. So that's what first got me to play it. And just jumping in and playing it, I just got hooked. Because every weapon has its own sound, as in every weapon does in the game, but it's so much more alive, so much sharper. The sounds are louder in your ears, as if, you know, in real life, they really grab you up and make you go, that you've emitted a loud sound, because you're going to start attracting the attention of other enemies and forces on the map. So you automatically get that feeling, oh my god, did anybody hear that? Which is a brilliant thing, first of all. When you're going to look around the map and you're trying to grab resources, the sound comes into play in that a hell of a lot, because you kind of breach something. Some things are easy to breach, they just take a little bit of time, but some of the other things, like you've got these couriers that are crash landed, they make beeping noises while you're interfering with their private parts, and you just can hear it echoing around the area. Because when you are in a particular area, if you're in a sort of, you may be in an outdoor area in the Dam, and you can actually hear things echoing off the walls, so you know you're radiating sound and you're going to be attracting attention. And the things that you're going to be attracting attention of, first of all, are the Ark themselves. Now, the Ark are a bunch of AI robotic gits who have basically taken over the entire planet, forced us underground so we can come up now and again in these short sorties, grab loads of gear, and then disappear again. So that's what you're kind of doing. But not only do you have these Ark to contend with, you have other Raiders to contend with as well. And the Raiders will just as likely shoot you as the Ark will. Although you can have proximity chat on, which allows you to talk to people who are around you. Say, please don't shoot. Or if you're not a talker, you've got like emotes they can use to say, don't shoot, to, you know, so you can get say that just before you get shot in the head. But I did find a lot of the time, people were, you know, quite nice. All right, a lot of, okay, 30% of the time, which is a lot more than normal. But this proximity chat really does help the atmosphere. This all falls under this sound bracket because you go in with a group of mates. You can have like a team of 3, as far as I can tell so far, at least in the builds that we played. And you turn on the proximity chat to open mic. What that does is put audio effects onto your discourse with your friends so that it reflects where you are. So if you're in a large room downstairs, for example, and you get like a large echo, or if you're in a smaller room, the room is deadened. If you go outside, you can feel the sound field open up. So you can, you know, you really feel the distance with your voice. It doesn't just get bounced back at you. And as your chums disappear into the distance, their voices get quieter and quieter until they're completely out of range. So you can find yourself talking sometimes to people and they can't hear you. And that was one of the most atmospheric things in this game, that proximity chat. I thought it was an excellent thing. But that doesn't mean you have to go in and play it with a team all the time. You can do it solo as well. Indeed, I did quite a few solo runs, and I really enjoyed them. So all that aspect of it sort of comes into play. Now, the Ark themselves vary from little spidery gits who scuttle around, to balls rolling around, to drones hovering in the sky, to larger rocket drones in the sky, and then larger walking units like the Leaper. I think that was called the Bison. And then the other one, and I can't remember, I didn't see hardly any of these in the Server Slam, but they're like big tank looking things as well. So they've all got their own personality in the sounds that they make, and you're genuinely scared when you see one of them on patrol. It forces you to kind of hide and sneak, and it just creates this great atmosphere of getting from one place to the other. So the PvE aspect of it is the Ark themselves. Now, the other factor, of course, is the human factor with the Raiders, and that can sometimes cheese you off if you get shot in the back of the head when you've got a load of stuff to do it. There's nothing much you can do. It is more difficult when you're solo, but I do believe that the servers try to lean towards matching solo players in one particular map, and then teams of 3 to other maps. So you generally don't find yourself... I didn't really find myself going up against many other teams of 3 when I was doing it solo. Although when we went in as a team of 3, I found that we did come across a lot more other teams of 3. So it does use that balance, which is a good thing, so it's not going to put you off too much that you're going to feel that it's unfair. The third person aspect of it doesn't bother me at all, really. A lot of people would like it to be in first person, but I just don't think it would work in first person, solely because you're constantly looking around the place. So if you're in first person, your field of view is very narrow, really. So if you hear a sound to the right, you're going to have to spin around and look. You're going to be constantly looking around, looking up in the air, because you've got all the different levels of the Ark. You've got them on the floor, you've got the mids, you've got them in the sky. So the first person, I think, you'd find you're being assaulted from loads of different directions without actually knowing where the kill is coming from. But having it in third person gives you like a much wider field of view, so you can have a better idea of where the attacks are coming from. You do need to have, I suppose it's an unnatural advantage. I don't know if it's the immersion of the first person that you're missing, but this works so much better. Not only do you get to see where all the Ark are coming from and where perhaps Raiders are shooting you from, but you get to appreciate the beauty of your character as well and how it looks, because the game is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful, and I'm playing it on Xbox. I think I'll be buying the main one on PlayStation, but you know, I mean, on PC as well, it's incredibly polished in that regard. Then once you finish doing your runs, you want to go back to Speranza, which is where you have your quests given from the various vendors. You also have a workshop where you can build up different stations, which will then allow you to create different things, you know, upgrade your guns. Blueprints allow you to build more guns. You can build utilities, meaning grenades and all that kind of thing. So even if you do lose your stuff on one particular run, run, it's not so bad, really, because you do have the option to buy and to build. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go in on every run, balls out all the time, trying to kill as many people as you can. What I was doing when I was doing it solo was doing some runs, just like, you know, it's like a 30-minute thing, so I'd stick to the outskirts of the map, I'd go scavenging around, and then just pop back into a little lift and leave. And you can get loads of stuff that way. Do you know what I mean? And then you can build up your ability to build things back at the base. Your raider has a skill tree here, look, for conditioning, mobility, and survival. You get your skill points and you dump them into that. I didn't have much chance to do any of that, really, because it was only a weekend and I was just having so much fun playing that I didn't particularly concentrate on that. But this is going to make you make your runs a lot easier the more you play it, so you're going to get killed less. There's lots of different things within the game itself that mitigate that fear of losing all your gear when you go in. So all of these things combined really help me play it more and more. But the main reason I was playing it was for the moments that it gave you. You can see if you look through Twitter and all that, people saying pure cinema, and it's not too far from the truth. What it actually is pure brilliant game fun. It's a brilliant game because it creates situations that just lead to so much fun and laughter, right? Oh, that sounds terrible. It sounds really cheesy, but it's true. I was laughing my ass off all the time, and the situations that the game threw up were just... they were like scenes from a film. So I thought the best way to illustrate this would be to show you one of those scenes that unfolded from one of our ventures into the dam. Now there's 3 of us here, and what's basically happened is that we've decided now we've got our fill and we wanted to go and exfil or get out over the elevator. But when we got there, there was quite a few things that were getting in our way. Cyprus. Oh, he's coming in! Oh, look out! There's a huge arc there! Oh my god, he's all over it! Oh my god! You're right there! Oh no, the doors! I'm stuck! I'm locked out! Oh no! Have you both escaped? I'm left and it's massive! I couldn't! There was a huge spidery idiot just right there! Now he's looking at me! Oh no! Oh no, he's massive! I love this game! Where is he now? Where's he gone? Oh my god, I absolutely shit myself then! Oh no, he's right there! He's clomping around the place! Oh my god, I'm crapping my pants! I'm off! I can hear him! He's coming after me! I'm running away! Oh, he's coming! He's coming! He's... Oh no, I got no strength left! Hushed! I'm trying to... Where is he? Quick, quick, quick! Door, door, door! Close the door! Oh my god! Poxy idiot on the wall! Oh no, there's another one! There's another poxy idiot here as well! Oh my god, can you hear him? See myself! Go away, you little turd! Oh, he's still there! There's a massive one up there. There's a massive one up there, and there's a little one for you. Kill him! Kill him, kill him! Oh, thank Christ. Right, okay. Look at him up there. Listen to him. Oh, look at him up there. He's huge, man. He's trying to come down. I'm going off. Oh my god. This is terrifying. Oh, there's another one. There's it's off. Oh my god, I shit myself then. Look, look, there's the lift. There's the lift. Right, hang on here now. Hang on now, right? Let's sneak up the hole and see if he's still there. Is that my... Look, he's a twat. Look, he's trying to get in. He's stuck. Is the lift still... Is the lift still open? 51 seconds the lift goes. I think I can. He's stuck like a massive... Quick. Quick, 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 quick. Come on. What? I'm trying... Oh, can I press... Oh, no. Oh, he's coming out. He's coming out. Oh, no, he's stuck. He is stuck. Look, he's stuck. He's stuck. Oh, my God. Right, okay, hang on. Oh, my what? Come on. Come on. Come on. Is he still there? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, he's still there. Right, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ, it was a tumbleweed! Going. Quick, 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 let's go. Go, 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 go. Quick. Oh, he's there! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. There we are. There's the magic of this game. Christ almighty, I shit myself. So to answer the question, should you buy Arc Raiders? Yes, of course you should. It's great fun. I'm not an extraction guy, but I just really loved playing it. It's a great game to play. Now, of course, if you don't like that kind of thing or you refuse to, that's absolutely fine. But if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you know, I've played Destiny, I played various games. Destiny, Indiana Jones, No Man's Sky, Borderlands 4, and this fits the bill very nicely. But what it does bring is a sense of playing a game together that I feel sometimes is lacking in Destiny, and this has got it in absolute spades. I can't recommend it enough. I haven't bought it myself. I'm not getting a code for it or anything like that. Being a creator, sometimes I do. Oh, I hate that term. Being a bloke who makes videos on the internet, sometimes I do get codes for games. But this one, I'm buying definitely anyway, because I'm just going to be making stuff on it, playing it on stream. And what it does is give you those moments, those are the things that make games great. You remember a game because of the moments that you have playing it. And this entire game is built to create those moments. It's a moment machine. So I just can't recommend it enough. And the price of tag of it, I think it's £30 here in the UK, $40 in the US. So you can kind of see the price point. It'll be about 35 euros, something like that. It's just well worth it. You know, you get some games that cost 70 quid. You'll have nowhere near as much fun out of those games, some of them, as you will on this, if you're just purely looking for a monetary value. If you're just looking for pure value for money, I don't think you're going to get much better. And the game is pretty big from what I can tell. And not that numbers matter, but well, they do matter as far as the game developers are concerned, of course, because everybody wants their games to be a success. But the game has been a colossal success just on these tech tests. It was like the third biggest shooter on Steam, which is always a nice little guide to see how well something's doing. So it's going to be popular. It's going to have legs. It's going to go on for a long time. And I do feel like there's going to be a lot of storytelling done within it as well. Do you know what I mean? So for all those reasons, I'm buying it to play on the 30th, and if you buy it, come along and watch me on my streams, because I'd love to play with folks who it's one of the first games where I feel really happy playing with folks. Sometimes something about Destiny, I don't know what it was, but this and the proximity chat and the way it feels just is top notch. So there we go. That's my recommendation. Anyway, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you played the Server Slam. I'd love to know what you think. And keep your eyes peeled on the channel because we're going to have more Ark Raiders vids. And talking of Ark Raiders vids, I did a few on the May test, which was a bigger test. It had a lot more scope to it in regard to what we could play. So you can see a few different maps there as well. I did 3 videos on those back all the way in May. I'm going to leave a link to them in the description and here on the screen. Go and have a look at them as well to fill up your decision-making brain as to whether or not you should go and purchase Ark Raiders. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage Heart.